गुड इवनिंग एंड वेलकम। आज के यूट्यूब लाइव में आप सभी का स्वागत है। तो कल जैसे मैंने इंस्टाग्राम पर भी बताया था कि मैं लाइव जाने वाली हूँ, काफ़ी लोगों के क्वेश्चंस थे रिलेटिंग कि हमारे लाइफ में अगर सेल्फ एस्टीम को लेकर इश्यूज हों, कॉन्फिडेंस को लेकर इश्यूज हों, तो हम कैसे हैंडल करें ये चीज़ को। तो सेल्फ एस्टीम और जो कॉन्फिडेंस होता है, आई थिंक दैट इज़ द बेसिस ऑफ लाइफ आफ्टर योर इंटेंशन। बिकॉज मेनी टाइम्स लोगों में कॉन्फिडेंस तो बड़ा अच्छा होता है, सेल्फ एस्टीम भी बहुत अच्छी होती है, बट उनका जो इंटेंशन होता है वो थोड़ा सा मार खा जाता है। तो कोई भी चीज स्टार्ट करने से पहले तो आप अपने आप से पूछे कि आप ये करना क्यों चाहते हो। व्हाई डू यू वांट टू डू whatever you want to do, whether you want to do it for money, whether you want to do it for fame, whether you want to give your family or yourself a happy life। आप कोई भी चीज क्यों करना चाहते हो, योर इंटेंशन। इन हिज बुक थिंक एंड ग्रो रिच, नेपोलियन हिल ने कहा है दैट डिजायर is the start of fulfilling a particular want. Anything that you want needs to have a very strong, compelling desire. तो आप अपने डिजायर को एक why do you want it से बैकअप करें। जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल साइमन सिनेक has asked this question repeatedly, why? Ask yourself, why do you want you want? Like for me, I want to create an impact in the world because I want to help people, I love to help people, and ये एक माध्यम है, ये एक जरिया है, एक मीडियम है for me to reach out to the world. A big hi and a warm welcome to all who have just joined in, and I can see the comments all coming in. Hi Rachna Chakrabarti, Vinay, Deepak, uh, Majmeena Begum. Hello, hi. Very nice to see you all here too. Thank you so much for joining in. किसी ने मुझसे WhatsApp पे पूछा, मैम, is it all right if we share this link to somebody else in our community? I said, obviously, sir, because I am doing my bit of my extension of my service to the community. These 30 minutes every Sunday make a whale of a difference, and I can sleep even more peacefully knowing that at least one soul has been helped. They need not fight it all alone. कई बारी आज के जमाने में प्रॉब्लम क्या होती है, प्रॉब्लम ये नहीं सबको प्रॉब्लम है, प्रॉब्लम ये है कि आप डिस्कस किसके साथ करें। There are very few people left with whom you can share and who will listen to you without being judgmental. So many suicides, so many depression cases can be prevented only अगर शायद कोई उनको अच्छे से सुन लेता। तो मैं ये नहीं कह रही हूँ कि डिप्रेशन होता ही नहीं था या सुसाइड होता ही नहीं था, बट काफी हद तक कोई उनको सुन लेता विदाउट जजिंग देम, क्या ब्यूटीफुल चीज हो जाती है दुनिया में। सो नाउ आई एम ओपनिंग अप दिस टुडे लाइव सेशन फॉर योर क्वेरीज so that we can set it rolling and move ahead with it. So if you have any questions, please feel free to put them down. In the meanwhile, I will answer the queries which have already come in my inbox on my private chat. A big hi to all who have joined in. Hi Tawheed, hi Madan Jain, hi Susanskrita. Thanks for joining in, guys. So going ahead with today's hi Ranjana. So the first question which I was asked in my inbox was, it's a lady and she's married and she wants to do something in her life. That is, she's already settled, she has children now, and she had left her job for her family. Now comes the twisty part. She's having an identity crisis because she's not getting money, like proper money or cash to the table. She feels that she is losing out on her own identity. She feels that she is being sidelined just because she's not contributing to the income of the family, which earlier she was. She was the VP of a reputed organization, but she chose to give priority to her children after they were born. Now comes the dilemma of a woman who wants to establish her own self as well as do justice in upbringing her kids too. So, what should she do? So, her question was, I feel guilty because I might not be able to give time to my children, but at the same time, I want to do something for myself. But what it is that I want to do, I don't know. And that is why exactly I began today's session by stating this. You need to know what is it that you are wanting to achieve and why you want to achieve that. Little do we realize, but the best of the best professions actually come out after facing a lot of inner depth work. In depression, whenever the market has hit depression, whenever the market has hit its lowest low, you will see different kind of professions emerging. The corona, the lockdown has set a different set of virtual professions on the uprise. So, to this lady who has asked this question, I strongly encourage you, ma'am, to go and take an inner check of what it is that you are really skilled at. If you cannot leave home for your own personal reasons, please make a list of what you're good at, of what people really want, and what you can be paid for. It is known as searching for your own ikigai. If you can do that, you will be doing justice with your children and with yourself at the same time. But before that, make a list of all the possible qualities or the skills that you have and you love to do, which people will pay you. Because ultimately, it boils down to your passion and to the income that you're making out of it. So, all the very best with that. Okay, we have a few questions here. Madan Jain is asking, can one see this session tomorrow as my friend isn't traveling? Madan Jain, yes, your friend can see it, but there was a little issue last time. Last Sunday when I went live and I uploaded this session, there was some problem in the processing. So all those queries, all those answers simply went down the drain for others. People who attended, only they benefited. But I could not share it because the YouTube processing just stopped midway. I tried another time. It just did not proceed ahead. And I felt really bad because there were so many valuable answers and questions in there. I hope this gets uploaded this time. YouTube, I hope you're listening. Sanskrita is asking what to do when our parents get unhealthy for our mental health. Great question. And she continues, I sometimes feel my family is not healthy for my mental health. They don't satisfy my emotional needs, rather, make it worse every time, feeling so done with life. Um, I completely empathize with you, Susanskrita. And at the same time, I would not say that it does not exist. It does exist many times in reality that we cannot do anything about our family. We don't choose our family members, but we definitely choose our friends who become a part of our family. So if you're having a tough time with your friends, with your family, I would suggest that you please start writing down what it is that is bothering you with them, because something will trigger you for sure. If you cannot solve the differences within you and your family members, in between you and your family members, there is a very high possibility that the pattern will keep repeating again and again and again and again. If you really want to break the pattern, it is time to sit down and have an assertive communication. I'm sure parents are a little different, and today's gen is also very different. The sweet spot needs to be acquired by letting them know what it is that bothers you, and it is all right to even listen to them, because the generation from here is only going to advance. And imagine yourself as a parent handling a gen gap of 20-25 years. You can imagine how that would be. It will be a tug of war exactly the same way how it is today. So let's be a little more compassionate and try to figure out what is it that they are really intending to say. I understand and I completely know that the way in which it might be said might not be that great. But at the same time, we need to understand that the intention that they're saying it from has got to be from a place of purity. You're saying that they saw you crying, and they said, Ronedo, my brother, without any reason, yesterday said, I won't go if she comes with us. I'm ready to tell them, but they don't listen. They don't even give me any reason when I ask for. So sometimes it happens It has happened even with me, that when I was in a cranky emotional state, even my parent had told my other parent, "Roti hai to rone do. It is okay." But somewhere in their heart, it does touch them. I understand it might get difficult at times. Let me ask you something, Susanskrita, before we even talk about parents and family and brothers and siblings and all of that. Let me ask you one thing very straight, and that is, how have you been treating yourself? Have you been kind to yourself? Have you been taking care of your physical health? Have you been taking care of your emotional health? Have you been taking care of your thoughts? Have you been treating yourself with the same level of respect that you deserve and desire from others? If the answer to any of this is no, you need a reality check. And if you think you're not standing up for yourself in your own self respect, treating yourself with the same kind of dignity, do not even expect it from anybody. Do not. Any kind of self realization, any kind of dignity, any kind of compassion begins with the self. And if you can sustain that, then only expect the world to follow much later. Absolutely much later. Nobody will come and serve you on a platter. Hey, you, I know you need love. I know you need respect. I know you need courage. I know you need compassion. Nobody does that. Nobody does that. Today, even a mother will feed her baby milk only when the baby cries for that attention, for you need to first believe and treat yourself in a way that you deserve it. I'm not asking you to be flamboyant. I'm asking you to level up, to treat yourself with dignity. Take care of your physical health, take care of your emotional health, and then you can claim to be treated with that kind. Robert Greene's book, 48 Laws of Power, the first chapter itself says, treat yourself as a king to be treated like one. Go and read that book. It could be a game changer for you. Kanuda Gupta is asking, how to do it? Speaking out loud does not make a change after a while. I'll get used to it. Do you want to speak out loud, Kanuda? Or do you want to speak out which really connects emotionally? Jesse, for example, when I was struggling with my own personal issues, nobody ever knew what I really wanted to do until I expressed finally. No matter how much I scrimped, how much I spoke, how much I tried to make them understand, they just would not understand. And I had given up, literally given up. And one fine day, I had to prove it to them through a tangible result. This is what I'm aiming for. And that gave me happiness. That result. And then they understood, okay, fine. She will not give up on whatever she wants to acquire or achieve in life. When you need to prove something to somebody, make sure you're putting out a tangible result first. People do not understand abstract, just vague words or anything of that sort. Show them the results. Show them the results, and then you have the right of saying it loud. How to speak in that way that the connection. Okay, I'm teaching you a fabulous way of establishing rapport. In neuro-linguistic programming, okay, neuro-linguistic programming. So Tony Robbins speaks a lot about NLP, wherein he says there are different types of people that are wired differently. Now, there are people who connect through the visual words. Say, for example, the sky seems so beautiful today. The weather seems so beautiful today. There are people who connect in way of auditory. It sounds good. Yeah, sounds good to me. Get it. There are other people who connect kinesthetically. Example, it feels really awesome today. So there are, and then there is the, people who speak in the food terms. Say, for example, it seems delicious. So understand in what kind of modality are those people conveying and communicating with you. They are only giving you their inner secrets. So this is what you need to do. You need to understand in the way they function. And that is why there is a maximum discord, no connection between many spouses and between many partners in today's times. Because one is talking, it looks so good. And the other is saying, yeah, it sounds good. It surely does. understanding the Discord, that's what exactly is happening. Now you are conveying a message in a way that, for example, your father, your mother, your brother, your sister, your friend speaks in visual terms, and you are expressing that in auditory terms. There's 100% disconnect. But if you are expressing in the same way they understand, people like people who are themselves. Do you like people who are like you? If yes, then you're on the same page. And that's how a rapport in terms of words, in the terms of preferences of modalities are expressed. Try this, just try it, try it for like say a week and see how it goes. Come back to me next week and let me know how it worked for you. The first time I had tried this was in the year 2014. Yeah. And I was surprised by the results because I realized how much of communication have I been missing out on. This treasure. It's neuro linguistic programming. A lot of tuning can be done because of this one modality and submodality. Hi, channelistic. Hi, everyone gets anxious at some point in time in their life. What is the best way to handle anxiety, Kamal? Okay, great question there. The best way to handle anxiety would mean that firstly, let us understand why do we get anxious? Why do we get anxious? We get anxious because we want a particular situation to be in control. We want a particular situation to function, to get channelized, or to get navigated in the way we want it to happen. And when that does not happen, we start getting bouts of these thoughts that what might go wrong and how might I feel if it doesn't work in my favor. What will be the outcome? What will be people's opinions? What will be the emotions that people will throw at me? Will I be neglected? Will I feel bad? Will people make me feel bad? Log kya kahenge? And those thoughts create crazy anxiety in us. The best way to handle this is focus on your breathing. Focus on your breathing, because when you are under anxiety or any kind of an anxiety attack, your breathing gets disturbed. So the best way is start breathing in the format of 7-11. Meaning, breathe in till the count of 7. Hold and exhale till the count of 11. I'll just show it. Like breathe in. Exhale till the count of 11. That's how it is done. And you got to do 7 times. That 7 times is 1 round. That's how you get control your breath back, because when your breath is under control, there will be no anxiety. The second best way to handle anxiety is change your posture. When I attended Anthony Robbins what's the name, Unleash the Power Within virtual event, he says a person's physiology is very beautifully aligned, wherein the shoulders are put behind, head is held up. That person cannot feel underconfident or anxious. To feel anxiety, kind of anxiety, your shoulders need to droop, your heartbeat needs to either fasten or slow down, your eyes need to get shrunk. When you change that all up, that's where all the magic happens. So your physiology dictates your emotions there. That's the second hack. And the third hack is, please go to an environment where they are appreciative of what you do, not pulling you down. Absolutely. Okay, so Sanskrita is saying, ma'am, once you said our environment affects us, what if our environment is bad? We can't escape during these times. Absolutely, Sanskrita, but there is one thing that you do, is that you can go into a community or go into a virtual world, which is like a group of your own, which supports you with what you do. Say, for example, reading, whatever you like to do, you could, I would say, pile up or level up on the things that really interest you. Now, I am leading the group, so I am forced to wake up at 5 in the morning and do different kinds of workouts, meditation, priming, and affirmations until 7:15. So from 5:45 to 7:15. Had I not been leading the group, perhaps I might have escaped. So you need to get that kind of a group for that accountability. That will help you up level your own self. Their environment will count for you. When is the next Oni Robbins? It is happening October on 22nd into 25th, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 24 days. And I am having, a code wherein you will get 2,000 rupees off on the regular existing pricing of the ticket. If you want to make use of that discount, connect with me, because I think it's valid only for a few days. Many people have already made use of that offer, and then life will never be the same again. Okay. Yes. When is the, yeah, that's answered. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's amazing. Okay, we are 21 minutes into the session. Done, complete. Shall I answer the question from my inbox, or you have any question here? Okay, now that I've answered your questions here, let's back to my inbox and how to up level self-confidence and self-esteem. That this question has been asked like crazy number of times. I've got the same answer. In fact, I have modified the answer even yesterday on the Instagram live. The best way to increase self-esteem is to know that you have been programmed. Sorry, it's a spoiler alert, but you have been programmed. There's nothing that you can do about it. How? When in childhood, you were told, you don't dance so well, you don't study so well, your sibling is better than you, you're not good enough, you're not courageous enough, this, that, blah, blah, blah. You have been programmed, and that's where your self-esteem starts taking a beating. Everybody faces that. Everybody has to go there. So the best way to handle this is understand that people are operating only from their perspective, but it may or may not be the truth. Okay, so when somebody is telling you that you may not be that good enough, question it. You don't need to sometimes question them directly, but you can do this by asking in your mind, really, is that even sensible? Say, for example, let me throw a question to you. Many people here believe, or here may believe, excuse me, that they might not have courage, that they might not have the courage to face reality. Does anybody over here agree with the fact? If yes, please type yes in the comments below. Okay, I'm getting some answers. So now let me ask you another question. Say, for example, if one of your best friends or family member whom you dearly, dearly love was in danger, okay, was in danger, and you had the only chance to save that person and only you can do it, would you have done it? Would you have had the courage to go and get that person out of danger? If yes, please type yes in the comments below. Absolutely. May have the courage, but in another situation, not. So human is adaptive, and I don't see anything wrong with it. The same person may be calm in a situation, and the same person might get very aggressive in another situation. It really depends on how there's nothing wrong in it. Say, for example, if a child's safety is threatened, will the mother spring into action no matter how docile or how meek she is? She will definitely do that. So it is a very subjective thing. So the moment anybody says my self-esteem is not good, in what context? Ask yourself, in what context? Is it because it is in speaking in front of people, or public speaking, or earning money, or what? In a particular situation, do not demean yourself. You are much more worth than what you think you are. And there will be people who will pull you down because they themselves are not happy with it. And unhappy people can definitely not spread happiness. So stop mingling with them. Get a new companionship. Get new friends. You cannot change your body. That's a God-given gift, but you can definitely choose your friends. Very good way of explaining, says Ranjana. Thank you so much, Ranjana. How to send parents to learn some parenting? You cannot send parents to learn parenting. The parents will decide themselves whether they want to consciously learn parenting or not. They cannot be taught because they believe that their map of the world, the way they see things, is absolutely correct until and unless major incident changes their perspective. So most of the parents are functioning from how they have been treated, they have been spoken to, how they have been programmed. It's on us whether we choose to accept it or to question, why is this happening to me? Like in my childhood, I was told that I'm very shy. And I believed it for many number of years. I believed it. I think I believed it till the age of maybe 24. I believed it till the age of 24. So 24 years of my life, I believed that I was. And that's when I decided that I will never use these words again. And that's when I started reprogramming my subconscious and using the opposite of the word shy. And that's when I started telling myself, I'm here for a purpose and I'm committed to my purpose. That's when the energy started moving in a totally different way. So ask yourself, what are you labeling? Don't attach tags to yourself unnecessarily. That was for the self-esteem part. Great. 28 minutes into the YouTube live. We have just 2 minutes before we wind up, and a lot of messages rolling here. Okay, great. Awesome. Thank you. Did I miss out on any question here? Amazing. I really hope this YouTube session is uploaded because like last time, we had serious issues with the processing and uploading of YouTube. And by the way, for the people who are not aware, today I'll share with you what happened. I was invited as a guest speaker at somebody's webinar today. And the lady asked me, ma'am, how can we not expect results when we are putting in efforts? So here's what I wanted to tell her. And I told her this. I began my YouTube channel somewhere in 2012 or 13. Okay. And I was not very regular with it, on and off regular with it. I did not understand what it took to have the algorithm in place. Slowly and gradually, when I made those mistakes, I learned it. It was only day before yesterday evening that I realized that my YouTube channel has got monetized. 7 years or 8 years, whatever that number of years was, I kept on giving and offering value without expecting that in return, which only meant one thing: do your deeds, do not expect results immediately, which we in today's time we term it as instant gratification. Okay, I know of so many funny captions and titles on YouTube today which are existing. Channel monetized in 2 days, get your channel monetized in 1 day. Might be, but the happiness that comes out of smart work, hard work, patience can never be at par with what happens as an instant gratification. Ask yourself, wherever you are today, at a fabulous place as compared to what you were maybe 5 years back. You have come here because of your own efforts, your own mindset, your own dedication to improve. And you have learned great lessons throughout the journey. Will you ever trade that for anything else in the world? Definitely not. Definitely not. And that is the beautiful learning that we receive from here. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Today's session has come to an end. 30 minutes are done. I've done my best to answer all the questions. I have not missed out on any. Okay, yeah. Yeah, thank you so much to Sanskrita. Thank you, Sandeep. Thank you, Channelistic. That's all for now, guys. Goodbye and God bless you all. May you be happy. May you rise and shine. Wishing you more success and more power. God bless you all. Signing off, Kashesh Chhabbria. Remember to please subscribe. That is important because the more you are subscribing to this, it is only meaning that you're subscribing to your better mindset. Remember to share this because I know what a difference it can make to people who are lesser motivated, who are just needing a little bit of push in their lives. God bless you all. See you next Sunday. Bye bye.